Okay, happy Monday, everybody. How is everyone? Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Sorry about that. I was I was over on Twitter. Usually, what I will do is I will tweet out my live stream once it's up. But you know how you're on like Twitter or Blue Sky and you see like that one weird video, in your Twitter feed, excuse me, and you keep watching and they get progressively worse. They just get progressively worse after that. That's pretty much what happened. It was a literally the black hole effect. You get sucked in. It's bad. It was bad. I do apologize. Anyways, how are you guys? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Give me 1 sec. Let me check audio. Microphone check. All right, audio sounds good. Let's get these shouts out of the way. No, I'm serious. It was bad. You got like that one video on Twitter or Blue Sky or like TikTok or whatever. You watch that one video and you get like an entire feed of useless videos, but you can't stop watching. That's what happened. So I do apologize. Anyways, Guitar Guy 80, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. How are you? Thank you for typing that. I've got that pin. Appreciate you, man. Everybody out there, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please, 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 go to his YouTube channel. Check that man out. Show him some love. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Streamlabs, no cheating, buddy. Stuart Laker, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Deborah, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And Mary, welcome back. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Who else do we have out there? And Mary, yes, it's absolutely good to see you. Thank you so much for keeping William's memory alive. Thank you for being here today. Brandon O'Neill, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I was watching some weird videos on. I'm sorry, it was weird. It was weird. It was bad. It was just sorry. I have no excuses. I'm sorry. That one video did it. It was that one video. I swear. Yes, don't forget the powdered diet, dehydrated water. Who else do we have out there? So Mary says, doing well, thanks. Though Friday was a bit sad. We had some keepsake urns filled. Yeah, you know what, Mary, again, in spite of everything that's happened, it's good to see you. I do appreciate you being here. I hope you're doing well. And like I said, you know, I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody else in our community, that I'm very happy and grateful and thankful that you're keeping William's memory alive by being here today. So thank you. Who else do we have out there? William Koza, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Streamlabs, you suck. Giannis, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Carrie, the Hidden Blade, how's it going? Carrie says, I've made it to another birthday. Hashtag blessed. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's good to see you. Happy birthday to you. And I think we're ready. I think we are ready. So what's that, 34? Man, I remember what it was like to be 34. I remember what it was like to be 34. Don't even go there with me. And I agree with Guitar Guy 80, 100%. The Odd Fam is with you. The Odd Fam is with you always. Okay, so folks, let's hop right in and let's do this. Okay, ladies and gents, thanks for joining us. I am Oddman105, aka The Odd One. This is a regularly scheduled Monday live stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're prepping for the fight. That's what we're doing today. We're prepping for the fight. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, if you are new here, please take a second to read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. Since this is a No Man's Sky stream, I'll leave it at that. And with that being said, let's bring up OBS. The game is running. And we can transition. There we go. We're ready. Yes, Guitar Guy 80, hashtag kick rocks. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so folks, what we're going to do, since the Swarm update and the Swarm expedition is combat oriented, what we need to do is focus on getting the best upgrades we can. We have a pretty decent multi-tool. If we can find a better multi-tool along the way, we will. But yeah, in fact, we're here at an abandoned station, not an abandoned station, at an outlaw station. So we need to buy some stuff here. So what we're going to do is focus on two things. Let's find a really good combat ship. Cody Hernandez, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? What is this? Cheap glow sticks? What? What we're going to do is focus on getting a good combat ship. I don't think I picked that one up. Hold on a second. Did I even claim that one? Okay, so check this out. Check this out. When we last left off last Tuesday, this is the ship we found. This is the Sentinel ship we found. This is a C-class, so it's nothing spectacular. Giannis says, yeah, 44 is okay, but I do have a lot more white in my beard. Bro, I remember what it was like to be 44. That was 10 plus years ago for me. You're doing okay. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. Trust me. I know what that's like, man. I wake up every morning, everything in my body hurts. Even parts of my body that aren't supposed to be there, that you're not supposed to have, they hurt. So yes, I know. Yes, this is the ship we found last Tuesday. It's a medium Sentinel fighter, all green. Vented skirt wings, full heavy wings with wingtip thrusters, dorsal probes with thrusters, and the J. Leno chin. So this is what we found. We cannot upgrade it because I don't have the money. So it looks like stage 1 of 5 is complete. Nice. So Stuart Laker says 30 plus years for me. So Carrie says, "Odd man, you're not making me feel better." Hey, Carrie, you should feel great about being your age now, about how old you are now. Feel great now. Feel great now. Trust me, it only gets better with age, so they say, right? Anyways, we're here at an outlaw station because we're going to buy some stuff. Now, apparently, do you guys out there that have tried this duplication method already? Sound off in chat. I had to go back and watch Hero to Use video again yesterday on the backpack refiner duplication method. So what we're going to do is buy all the suspicious packages of arms and tech we can get our hands on. Why is this only 1 and 1? Let's buy all of it. Larval cores, meh. How much? We don't have a lot for nanites. We don't have a great deal for nanites. So let's get to... If I can find my ship. There it is. Yeah, it's a C class. There's nothing really special about it. This is where we are. So we need to... Oh, they're catching up. They're catching up. They're catching up to us. Uh-oh. This is what we got. It's got decent storage. But again, it's just a C class. I would like to go back to the planet where I found this one. Morpheus, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Carrie says, what's the betting? I age like milk. That's my luck. Hey, there's nothing like buttermilk biscuits. Let me just say that. So what's that? You now have Platinum Destiny 2. Congratulations. You know, it is sad. What happened to Destiny 2 is really sad. That being said, Destiny 2 is still live. You can still play the game, but the developers ended support. They're not developing for Destiny 2 anymore, or the original Destiny. Now, my question is this. Since Destiny can be played solo, will Bungie patch in an offline mode? I mean, I think that's a fair question. Are they going to patch in an offline mode if, for whatever reason, they decide to shut down those servers? Because Destiny is a good game. Destiny 2, that is. They're both very good games, but I want to know if they're going to patch in some sort of an offline mode. Yeah, exactly. You can still play Destiny 1. But at the time, I didn't realize they were both live service games. Yeah, they're live service, which means they're always online, which I hate. Absolutely hate always online games. Okay, let's call up Space Anomaly. And we're too close to the freaking planet. This is ridiculous. Okay, so first order of business. Let's do today's dailies. Let's knock those out. And what I would like to do is go back to the planet where we found that green Sentinel ship. Do a little bit of hunting. We're going to hunt for Sentinel ships today too. We're going to hunt for a good combat ship. Now this is an expedition save, which means this is not a pre-existing save. So I have no glyphs on this save, in other words. And because we're still in the expedition, I can't get glyphs because I have the location of some good ships and good upgrades and multi-tools, but unfortunately I can't access them because we're still in the expedition. But that's okay. What we're going to do, and I'm just going to say it outright. Let's see. We're going to refine or dupe. Excuse me. Refine or dupe. We got to mass produce. Sorry about that. That cough is back. Oh my goodness, the cough is back. Yeah, we got to take care of this. So Deborah says, I'm up to 7 glyphs so far. Nice. Yeah, because this is an expedition save, I can't get the glyphs. So what we're going to do, and Pen Lapidari, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, well, Guitar Guy 80, that cough just comes back whenever I play No Man's Sky. Why is that? I must be allergic. We must be allergic. Okay, let's do these missions. Look, the Weavers are still ahead, but barely. I mean, we're like barely ahead. We're like barely ahead, man. This is not cool. All right, let's do it. Swarm activity detected. Space anomaly. Exit ship. Okay. So what do we got to do here? Yeah, Deborah, that cough is back. Let me turn on the light. And hopefully everyone out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. That is not what I wanted to do. Turn that off. That's what I wanted to do. Now we're better. Now we're doing okay. So Carrie says, you got an Xbox now. Which one did you get? Okay, so we got to go there. So what we're going to do, not here, hold on. Yeah, we got to refine or duplicate all this. And we have to make as much as we can. The best weapons for this expedition, the bolt caster is good. The pulse spitter is better. But with the pulse spitter and the bolt caster, you need the best X-class upgrades you can get. If we're buckle up, let's go. What's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. How are you today, man? Good to see you. Everybody out there, buckle up. Let's go is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know what you got to do. Please go to his YouTube channel. Check him out. Show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam. Yeah, Mary, this is a good expedition. This is a very good expedition. I think the only problem I have with the expedition is that it's time gated. There are time restrictions on how much you can do per day. And I get it. I understand why Hello Games did it, because there's a huge finale coming in August. So this expedition will carry us all the way up to August, which is the 10th anniversary for No Man's Sky. There's something big at the end of this expedition, and I think people should just be patient. I think people should be patient. This whole building the ultimate weapon to take down this hive of glass, that's what's called a background simulation. That's something that No Man's Sky has never had. I think it's freaking amazing. I think it's really, really good. The time gate is the only thing I have an issue with, but that's okay. That's okay. I understand why they did it. So it looks like we're at a random boundary separation. This is what's called a boundary separation. This thing right here, this structure. And we're on an anomaly planet. We can refine that, so take it. We got a crappy Korvax casing. We can sell that. Yeah, Penn says, go Team Green. Yeah, this... You guys are catching up. You guys are catching up. Hold on. Okay, good. That's in the ship. Nice. Corrupted network node boundary failure. The swarm has eroded the firewalls that guard the network in this system. I can scramble the swarm at this node, but how? Nanites, microprot nanites. Use the nanites. Microprocessors are expensive. Use the nanites. Screw that. Okay, that's done. Next. So Guitar 80 says, I love the names. This is Cletus Gamma. Is that the name of this system? Hold on a second. Is that the name of the system? It's a 2-star. Wait a minute. This system is dissonant. This is a dissonant system. This system is dissonant. Hold on a second. Hold on. What do we have for ships? What do we got here? So this is damp. That's disgusting. Cabled. We were just there, I think. So infested. Boo. Dusty. Erupting. And gamma intensive. 21 bases. Let's go check out this planet. Let's go check it out. That is, of course, if we're... Well, this is an anomaly planet, so this is not what we want. Let's see if we can find it, first and foremost. Yeah, there are too many icons and we're too close to the planet. Yeah, let's pulse drive for a second. Can't see anything. Give it a second. Found it. This I gotta see. There might be a good ship on this rock. Let's check it out. So he said if that planet, if it had an L, it would say Cletus. Well, you gotta love procedurally generated names. So let's get down here and check this out. Let me turn on the fan again. God, it gets so hot in here quickly. Hold on. There we go. Turn the fan back on because it's getting a little warm in here. Just out of curiosity, let's take a really quick look around and see if there are... Maybe there's a player base with a Sentinel ship. It says Royal Fortress. Okay, nothing. Let's go check it out.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Interesting. I thought this was an infested planet. Okay, we want... Here we go.
received.
This planet is actually kind of gross. Neil Hurricane, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. 2 minutes. Just want to take a really quick look at the Sentinel ship for this planet. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Where did it go? And hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So we got to find a camp. Matthew, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by today, man. Welcome to this No Man's Sky stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. Oh, great. Thanks. Yeah, we just got crop dusted. Yeah, we just got crop dusted. Thanks. I appreciate that, game. We just got crop dusted. Okay, that is a pistol. Let's reload the restore point. Reload. Let's see if we can get that to change to a rifle. It might be good. Yeah, exactly. Neo Hurricane. Duck. Yeah, we just got crop dusted. Yeah, Pen. Instant crop dusting. I'm not happy about that. Deborah says at least it wasn't dragon poop. And what do you know? It did change to a rifle, too. Change to a rifle. So, you know what? We need to get hazard protection. We got to get some better hazard protection, too. That's something else we need to spend some money on. Okay, let's drop a base computer. Yeah, Morris, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we got crop dusted. There's nothing worse than being crop dusted by a giant sandworm. That is the absolute worst. Let's hop into the starship and recover some hazard protection because I still haven't gotten hazard protection on my character yet. We got shields and everything else except for hazard protection. So we need to go back to the space anomaly and buy some stuff. So Matthew says, I have good news. Harm None is getting married to his girlfriend. Well, congratulations to him. That's good for him. That's good for him. If you guys don't know who Harm None is he's a big GTA creator. He's a big creator for Grand Theft Auto Online. Really kind of a chill, laid-back dude. A really cool dude. This stupid storm can go away anytime now. Alright, here we go. Let's unlock the base.
Storm clearing.
Thank you. Ah, the storms. Okay, scan memory registers. 3, 8, 14. Okay. Three, 8. Deactivate multi-tool seal. Okay, how much you guys bet? How much you guys want to bet this starship's going to be ugly AF? This starship's going to be ugly AF. I guarantee you this is going to be an ugly ship. Ugly Sentinel ship hype. Ugly Sentinel ship hype. I guarantee you guys this ship's going to be ugly. I'm talking so ugly it's going to be oogly. Let's see what we got here. Boo. Now that being said, we can take and scrap this multi-tool to get some parts out of it. Hold on. First of all, what do we have for multi-tools? So we have 5. Okay. Localized radiation, man, get out of here. Yeah, that's the next thing we got to work on. We got to get some hazard protection. We need hazard protection, like, badly. Would you get away from my ship? Bro, get away from... I swear. Would you get... Okay, whatever. We're out of here. We're leaving. Anyways, how are you guys? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Deborah says, I got a good rifle in my harmonic camp in the first planet. That's actually really good luck. So far, I think that the best we found is a B class. Or did we find an A class? We may have found... No, we found a B class system rifle. It wasn't a Sentinel rifle, but we did find a B class. Yeah, Morris. I'm pretty sure it'll be ugly AF. Reverse psychology. Boom. So Neo Hurricane says upside down hauler and orange. Yes. With clipped wings. With clipped wings, no doubt. So Deborah says mine was an A. Yeah, you got a good multi-tool. You definitely got a good one. So far we've had some mediocre luck. We found a bunch of B's and C's. Nothing really spectacular. This is a 2-star Korvax system, so yeah. Not really expecting much in terms of ships and multi-tools, but just in case, we might get lucky. So Mary, yes, Sentinel rifles are the best for combat. They have the highest combat damage, if you will, or damage. I don't want to say damage per second because that's usually depends on the upgrade that you install, but in general, they have the best base damage for combat. Okay, what do we got? Oh, heck no. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it. It's an Elvis and it's orange. I knew it. It's an Elvis with a pelvis and it's orange. I knew it. Who jinxed me? Which one of you guys out there jinxed the live stream? Who jinxed me? Somebody, it's all chat's fault. Who did it? Who did it? Somebody out there in chat did it. Look at that. Even the sandworms are pissed off. What the actual French toast is this? That's called an Elvis with a pelvis. That's an Elvis with a pelvis. Oh my gosh. And of course it's a C class. Yeah, we're going to scrap this one. It's getting scrapped. We need the money anyway, so let's just scrap this thing. What do we got for junk? You can keep your poop. You can keep your poop. Yeah, this planet is a no-go. We're out of here. We'll take that. Take the brain. We will take the pugnium. We need this. Yeah, exactly. Pen, well done. Good job. We got an Elvis with a pelvis. Ugh. Something told me not to get my hopes up. Before we go anywhere, give me that. Give me them radiant shards. Give me that money. Remember, people, radiant shards are money. Any more? Yeah, need any more? Ouch. Get wrecked, plant. And always remember, radiant shards are money. Let's go. Let's finish this quest and get out of here. This planet sucks. So Penn says happy to help. Yeah, it's all Penn's fault. It's all Penn's fault. So where's this thing at? It is. 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, so there are 2 wrecked freighters in this area. So Brendan O'Neill, thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already answered your question. I'm doing well. How are you today? Just taking a really quick look around.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, this planet sucks. I'll learn a few words. Excuse me. Always get your words in. All right, let's grab this ship, scrap it, and get out of here. This place sucks. So Deborah says it was an A-class supercharged, line 2 position, 6 and 7, line 3 position, 7, and 4 position 5. Okay, interesting. All right. All right, give me that money. Remember, people, always get your radiant shards. Because we need 3 to claim this ship anyway. Always a good idea just to grab a couple. Anything up here?
Radiation protection falling.
And if nothing else, we can make... Well, we can get nanites from radiant shards too. So this is a great way to get some early game nanites. I see 2 radiant shards right there. Get out of the way. Give me them radiant shards. Give me that money. All right. Always get your money, people. Always get your money. So what we're going to do is take this, take that Sentinel ship up to the station, scrap it, and move on. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us today. We really got to upgrade. We got to get some hazard protection. We have like no hazard protection. Except for the basic crap that you get. We need some good hazard protection here.
Storm clearing.
That's got to be one of the ugliest Sentinel ships I've ever seen. An orange key fob would have been better. An orange key fob would have been better. This ship is disgusting. Whose idea was this?
Technology repaired.
Okay, nothing special. That is the ugliest Sentinel ship I've ever seen. All right, claim it. We'll get this thing up to the station and scrap it. Now, there are 2, if I'm not mistaken. There's 2 radiant shards here. Yep. That's 200... That's 201. There's some radiant shards over here. Let's get those.
Radiation protection falling.
And this will basically pay for the radiant shards that we needed to claim that ugly AF ship. Cellcraft, hello sir, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How's it going? It's good to see you. Everybody out there, Cellcraft is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, you know what to do. Make sure you go to his YouTube channel. Check that man out. Show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Always support the Odd Fam. Cellcraft, good to see you as always. Is Spider Log here? Spider Log, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just grabbing a little bit of copper while we're here. Spiderlog says, if you're using lines from weapons cut from GTA Online, was that? Was it his No Man's Auto and Grand Theft Sky stream? Yeah, exactly. No Man's Auto and Grand Theft Sky. That's actually pretty cool. No Man's Auto and Grand Theft Sky. I like that. Grand Theft Sky. Technically, it is Grand Theft Sky because we're stealing everything. Hey, Cellcraft, good to see you as always, man. Thanks so much for being here, brother. I know you're busy. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Just grabbing a little bit of copper, just a little bit. All right, let's make that chromatic metal. Okay, get rid of that. That's right, I'm stealing your radiant shards. Okay, Neil Hurricane, thanks for stopping by to say hello. Appreciate you being here. Take care. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Hey, Sentinel. Bro, you don't want anybody. You better leave. Get out of here, Sentinel. Get out of here. Get out, out, get out. Out of here. Actually, you know what? Those guys are worth a lot of money. Hold on. Hold on. Them guys are worth a lot of money. We'll take that. You miss me. Where's the other one? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. All right, nice. Yeah, those guys are worth a lot of money. We can refine those to nanites. This planet sucks. Heather, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we almost got crop dusted again. We almost got crop dusted. So Cellcraft says, well, we can find our way back to the ship. Where's the ship? There it is. Let's recover some hazard protection. So Cellcraft says, yeah, Heather, I didn't realize it, but apparently there was a huge, and I'm talking huge, earthquake. Not here in Japan. The earthquake wasn't here. The earthquake happened, I don't know which country, but I'm thinking somewhere around Indonesia or Thailand. But apparently it was an 8.2 magnitude earthquake. Thank you. Indonesia, thank you. Yeah. Japan has tsunami warnings in effect right now. There are tsunami warnings in effect. When I woke up this morning, I didn't get an alert or anything. As soon as I saw the news, I said, what the hell's going on? But apparently there was a major earthquake in Indonesia this morning. 8.2 magnitude. So it's pretty bad. And there are tsunami warnings in effect for Japan right now as a result. Okay, so let's refine this fleshy rope. That is disgusting. Okay, refine this. I'll take that 150 nanites. Thank you very much. Oh, for freak's sakes. It's another storm. Another freaking storm. Can we refine this? Yep, give me that money. Give me all that money. Okay, before we go, because this planet absolutely sucks, we're not staying here. Let's go first person. We got to make some more stuff, so let's do this. How are we missing a metal plating when I got 2 of these things in my ship? Oh, wrong ship. Wrong ship, buddy. There we go. There we go. So Cellcraft says, let's back up a little bit. So Mary says, Philippines had a 7.8. Apparently it was big. It was big. I didn't realize what had happened. Cellcraft says, I had to completely murk out the Sentinel several times in this expedition. They can't mind their own business. I know, right? Cellcraft, the Sentinels are always nosy, man. They're always nosy. Okay, let's see. We got to make some more stuff. There we go. Got to make some of those.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay. There we go. Just had to make some of those. Okay, we're ready. We can leave now. Deborah says Japan has too many problems. Well, the deal with Japan is that this country is well suited to deal with all of the catastrophes, if you natural disasters, if you will, because an earthquake is a natural disaster. So this country is probably one of the best equipped to deal with those kind of hazards. Okay, let's go. We're out of here. We got the ugliest Sentinel ship I've ever, and I'm talking ever seen. It's all Penn's fault. So Heather says they canceled our tsunami warning. No, we're still in tsunami warning right now. So, so far so good. There it is. Hold on, before we go anywhere. Is that my base? Yeah, that's my... Yeah, we're leaving the base. We're leaving. Okay, Penn, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless to you. Thanks for stopping by. Mary said you can blame William if you want. No, it's not. This is the ugliest Sentinel ship I've ever seen, I swear. And thank you guys for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Let's grab that multi-tool and clear the base, because if nothing else... God, this thing is ugly. Let's grab that sodium. We're not coming back here. Remember, we're still on the hunt for materials. Hey, Sentinel, mind your own business, pal. Where's he at? That Sentinel will get murked. Ouch. Okay, I just saw...
Radiation protection falling.
Okay, what do we got here? This is copper. Copper? I never met her. Ba-dum-tsh. We'll take all the copper. Let's grab all of it. We're still collecting materials as well. That way we don't have to buy it. Now, we can buy the stuff from the station too, but, I mean, since it's here, let's just grab it. Oh, a Cellcraft. Cellcraft. I wanted to let you know that we had about 2 weeks ago. We had probably the most highest profile FAFO on my channel ever. It was the highest profile FAFO ever. I'm not sure if you saw it, but the Saturday, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday 2 weeks ago live stream was the highest profile FAFO ever. I'm not going to mention that individual's name. They are a rather big YouTuber. But if you get a chance, I do recommend that you check out that live stream. Yeah, Heather, exactly. Heather was there. Yeah, check out that live stream and you'll see it. I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. But yeah, I'm not going to discuss it here further, but yeah, if you get a chance, just go there. That was the Saturday stream from 2 weeks ago. Not this past Saturday, but from 2 weeks ago. Just check it out. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Yeah, it was the highest profile FAFO on my channel ever. So yeah, I'm not going to discuss it further. Just go there, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I couldn't stop laughing. It was the funniest thing ever, man. Heather was there. We had quite a few people. Yeah, Heather, exactly. He earned that certificate. He earned it. This is the biggest vein of copper I have ever seen. Holy nuts. Yeah, Morris. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Mary was there as well. It was very interesting. Very interesting. Heather, this is the biggest vein of copper I've ever seen. What the actual crap? So Burnaby Alex, thanks for joining us, says, what's really funny is when you think the copper is empty, there's another vein below it, which shows up in scan. I've actually seen that before. Just when you think you're done, you're not. I've actually seen that before. Yeah, we need as much copper as we can get. So let's grab this. We have a radiant shard like right there. We can grab a couple of those. And what we're doing is we're just gathering some more early game resources. Today we're focusing on upgrading ships, hazard protection, and weapons. Morris, this is the biggest vein of copper I have ever seen. We've been standing here for 5 minutes. Steve Old School, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, we've been here for 5 minutes. Easily 5 minutes. So Heather says, I cheese the radiant shards by going underground. Interesting. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. But we need all the copper we can get. This stuff is, it's not hard to come by, but when you find it, you should probably get it. Great, we just got crop dusted again. Will you get out of here? Worst thing about this planet is that you can stand here, mind your own business, and get crop dusted. So once we're done here, we're going to scrap that Sentinel ship. We need to go to the Space Anomaly and get some blueprints. Yeah, we got to get some blueprints for hazard protection upgrades. So we can start there. Get those installed. Because that's like the one thing I don't have that I could probably use right now. The 3 S-Class shield upgrades that I have are fine for the exosuit, but that's not enough. Yeah, we've literally been standing here for about 10 minutes. This is insane. So Heather says, does flying a different ship bug out the Expo? No, you can fly any ship you want. You just start out with a ship that's in a color that's consistent with the team that you're on. That's basically it. But you can fly any ship that you want. How much copper do we have? 1,000 copper. That vein has over 1,000 copper. What the actual crap, dude? That is a lot of copper. Cellcraft. This is the biggest copper vein I've ever seen. This is ridiculous. And we'll take a look at it once we're finished. You guys will see the freaking crater that we're digging here. This is huge. This is ridiculous. Yeah, hey, Steve Old School, Rockstar, Fix No Man's Sky. He says, I dare you to scan it when it's empty. Oh, we'll scan it. We'll definitely scan it. This is insane. I've never seen this much copper in one place, but we got to remember, everything in this game is procedurally generated, so the copper veins can get bigger. They can actually be smaller or bigger than this. Oh, lady, will you leave me alone? I know already. Be quiet. Yeah, this star system actually sucks. So Burnaby Alex says, I had a cave under mine, but with a hey, but wait, there's more. Yeah, we've been standing here for about 10 minutes. We've been standing here for 10 minutes. I'm using the smallest reticle to get the most copper. That way I don't have to repeatedly do this. Noise. You're noising on my noise. Is that it? Is that the rest of it? Look at the size of that crater. That was the biggest copper vein I've ever seen. We missed a piece. Where's it at? Yeah, I think we missed a piece. Hold on a second. Is that it? Yep, we missed a piece. Missed another piece. Okay, start refining this stuff. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, noise. Let's get those radiant shards because those things are worth money. Give me that money. And remember, people, excuse me, it's M-O-N. It's not M-O-N-E-Y. It's M-U-N-A-A-A-Y. Money. If nothing else, these things can be converted to nanites. So Burnaby Alex says, my C-class rifle has 4 connected supercharged slots. Are you talking about the system rifle that you get when you begin the expedition? And we just got crop dusted again. You know what? We're out of here. We're leaving. We're leaving. Screw this place. Screw this place. We're leaving. Screw this place. This planet sucks. Yeah, Cellcraft. The Radiant Shards come in clutch, man. I've made a lot of nanites. They're really good for early game nanites. At 50 nanites a piece, yes, sir. Definitely my go-to. Okay, so we need to do what? Let's clear the camp. We got some goods. Some viscous fluid. That's disgusting. Nice! We got an exosuit, well, multi-tool expansion slot.
Radiation protection falling.
I'll take one of those. Void moat. We can process that. Rusty metal. Living slime. Oh, we got some good stuff. So Deborah says, you don't like being splattered with worm spit. It's Deborah. It's not the worm spit that's the problem. It's the gas that they leave behind afterwards.
Radiation protection falling.
It's the gas they leave behind afterwards. Nobody likes to be crop dusted. Okay, hold it. We're not done yet. Let's grab that multi-tool. We're going to scrap that multi-tool. Get some parts out of it. Because we're not coming back here. Compare and claim. Delete the base. Yeah, nothing like walking into a cloud of giant worm fart. That is the worst feeling ever, knowing that you walked into a cloud of giant sandworm fart. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. We're out of here. We're leaving. They said they eat a lot of Taco Bell. Yeah, they eat a lot of beans. They definitely eat a lot of beans. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. Cosmic Cody, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? Okay, let's go. Let's get... This is the ugliest Sentinel ship I have ever seen. Okay, well, at least it's a standard space station. This thing is ugly. It's an Elvis with a pelvis. Okay, let's see. I'll get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This is goods. We can trade that. We can sell that, actually. We can totally sell that. We can sell the Korvax casing. Okay, oh, good. Looks like we're all right. Okay, hold on. Before we scrap the ship, let's break this down. Refine that.
Technology recharge.
Okay, time to scrap this ugly AF ship. Get back to the space anomaly, launch the next mission. That ship was oogly. Begin salvage. We're not even gonna. We can't upgrade it. We don't have everything we need, so let's just claim scrap. As I hit my head. So let's see what we got here. Three C class. And a bunch of other stuff. Okay, we got to sell some stuff. Let's do it. Before we do, let's see. Ship. We can sell that. Hold it. Ship. Everything else gets sold except for this. What is this? Personal force field? Meh. Okay, let's sell some stuff. Make some money. Okay, so we need to sell. Recycle circuitry, vector compressor. Do not sell the tainted metal. Don't sell that. There we go. Sell. I'm half tempted to sell the void moat because we're not really going to need it for the expedition. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Yeah, half tempted to sell the void moat. Let's move that up there. Where's that stupid... There it is. Refine this. Noise. Let's sell those C-class upgrades. Because we won't need them. Let's talk to this guy, the multi-tool guy. Hey, buddy. Purchase and sell. Hold up. We also want to buy. What do you got for weapons? What do you got for weapons? Purchase. Scatter blaster. If he's got a neutron, if he's got an S-class neutron cannon, we'll take it. But he's got an A-class. That's not good enough. S-class mining beam. Okay. What does he have for starship weapons? What do they got for starship stuff up here? We should also talk to the exosuit guy. Burnaby Alex, good question. Very good question. I think... Hold it. Hold it. Hold on. I see a gull wing hauler. Hold on. Just got my attention. You just got my attention. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is a gull wing style fan hauler with the bus style cockpit. You know, we're talking about city bus style cockpit, city bus, and the long tail. The cockpit ruins it. The cockpit totally ruins it, but I like the color and I like the wings. Very nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. So that was a question. Let's find out. Let's see if void moat does convert to nanites, because I never tried it. I never tried. No, it does not. It does not. Okay, well that sucks. All right, let's go. Excuse me. We got to get some hazard protection. We need hazard protection. Guitar 80 says, Mary William was a true odd one. He had a kind heart, a loving personality, and just crazy enough to survive this crazy world. Guitar Guy 80 is absolutely correct. And I think what William and I had most in common is that we both served in the U.S. Navy. He served before I did, but we both served in the U.S. Navy. And I think that is a probably the one main thing we had in common. That including the actual like or love, I should say, of this game, No Man's Sky. So Jose Robble, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining again. Yeah, this is No Man's Sky, one of the best looking games ever made. Ooh, exosuit. Yeah, we'll plug this one downstairs. Yes, please. Okay, what do you got for me? But William was definitely a very kind, generous person. He was funny, very funny, very laid back, very easygoing. And like I said, and I'm going to say it again, I believe I speak for all the odd ones out there when I say we're so happy to have you with us because you're helping, you're keeping his memory alive. He's always going to be with us, but the fact that you're here with us, keeping his memory alive means the world to me, and I think to the rest of us. Hold on a second. What kind of movement do we have? We got 2 A classes. We can improve this. He's got S-class movement upgrades. Movement, thermal, radiation.
Products received.
We'll take rad protection. So we got thermal, radiation. We need cold. We need 1 cold and 1 toxic. Okay, let's see. This is... We need to get some better life support, too. That's pathetic. All right, let's plug this in. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, hazard protection. Let's move hazard protection over here. Let's bring this over here. Oh, actually, no, keep that supercharged. Never mind. That was supercharged, so yeah. Although, you know, I guess that's okay. So we got an S-Class, AA, that's an upgrade, or blueprint, I should say. So we got radiation. Let's plug that one in right there. All right, nice. Okay, slowly but surely. Okay, let's get to the space anomaly. Because we're done in this system. Let's get out of here. So Cellcraft says, odd man, what was the high-profile FAFO on the No Man's Sky stream or GTA? It was GTA. It was Grand Theft Auto. In fact, if you start from 1 hour and 10 minutes, it wasn't this past Saturday, but it was the Saturday before last. It was the Saturday before last. In fact, let's see, what's the actual calendar date? Give me a second. I'll give you the actual date of the stream. Saturday. Yeah, it wasn't the 6th. It was May 30th. It was on May 30th. So yeah. If you start from 1 hour and 10 minutes in and watch it all the way through, it was funny. Yeah, Heather, exactly. Exactly. Okay, we're done. We got to get to the space anomaly. Yeah, and I'm not going to mention that person's name because they don't deserve notoriety on my channel ever again. Okay, so, space anomaly. I mean, that's cool. We picked up another 20 mil. We picked up another 20 mil from that Sentinel ship, so we're not doing too badly. We could use another S-Class, you know, Infraknife, but the Infraknife is better in the X-Class, so... Nah. Don't crash into the space anomaly, please. Thank you. So Morris says, my brother hasn't played GTA in a long time. He gave me his account. Only problem is it's on PC. And I said, no thanks. Yeah, PC, you can keep that. You can keep that. This game is unplayable on PC. I'm talking unplayable levels of unplayable on PC. The game is broken. We need to come back to this. Let's check out the blueprints. Check out the blueprints here at the space anomaly for the exosuit. Because what we're doing is slowly but surely upgrading our player character. So that's Starship. This is exosuit. Let's grab this. I did not want to talk to her. Okay, research. Yeah, these are all C-class blueprints. You don't really need them, but you can have a blueprint in addition to 3. You can have 3 blueprints and 3 standard upgrades. So you don't really need these. What else do we have? The shield lattice. We'll grab that. So we got the sodium nitrate. We just need one antimatter. We'll plug that in. And that's for life support. We don't need the ingester. O2 rerouter, quantum computer, crystal sulfide. That's for underwater. We're not going to do any of that. We got the jetpack. Let's grab this. We'll grab that. Was it Streamlabs? Hey, Streamlabs, go home. Go home, Streamlabs. Take a break. The rocket boost is garbage. We're not underwater. And we don't need this. So we are good for now. What is this? Oh, limited jetpack recharging while airborne. We might get this one, but we're running short on nanites. So we're good for right now. Okay, so this. Shield lattice, we need antimatter. We can do that. Okay, this is... we'll put that there, I guess. Oxygen recycler. I don't have that installed? Okay. Yeah, plug all the stuff in. So you move this. Okay, next. What else do we have? So that's the person we're finding. We've already done that. Okay, I think we got everything installed that we can install. Good. That will help. We got to swap out all the C classes or A classes with S class modules. Now that being said, Johnny Wick, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That being said, we can create a restore point, or you know what? We can go back to the space station since we did find S class movement modules over there. I think it's a good idea to buy the best upgrades we can while we can get them. So we still have some nanites. Space stations. Current system. And what we'll do is remove these A classes and get two S classes in here. The A classes are not... Yeah. Not that great. I like being able to jump boost indefinitely, so where's this guy? He's right here. Okay. Oh, we gotta reload. We gotta make a restore point and reload. We got. Okay, reload. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. So what we're doing is slowly upgrading our exosuit, weapons, and starship upgrades. We're slowly upgrading everything because this expedition is largely combat oriented. And again, Johnny Wick, thanks for joining us. How's it going, man? Just out of curiosity, what do we have here? That thing is oogly. Well, it's got 2 connected supercharge slots and an advanced mining laser. That's not bad. A good alien multi-tool would be nice right now. Did we not grab this? I guess we didn't. But I also don't want to use any of my expansion slots on this one because those things are kind of hard to come by. Okay, okay, we made the restore point. Let's talk to the exosuit vendor again. Okay, so we'll take movement, and that's pretty much it. We don't need those. Okay, get rid of these. We'll put that there. Let's supercharge the shields. Supercharge that. Okay. What a pigsty. Okay, let's go. And let's see how much we... You know what? Let's pick up one more. Let's pick up one more. Because we're going to be rolling in the nanites here real soon. Yeah. Ray Duck, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. Totally forgot about that. It's okay. Let's make a new restore point. Let's grab a third movement module. Let's reload. And this will reload the vendor's inventory. Unfortunately, reloading the restore point doesn't reload the vendor's inventory on pirate stations, but it does on normal space stations. I don't know why Hello Games nerfed that, but they did. Let's grab one more movement module, then we'll have that maxed out. Johnny Wick says, sun is shining, sky is blue, has gone by, day, good day. Good, I'm good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Okay, let's grab another one of those. Thank you. All right, let's plug it in. And we can get rid of this. We can get rid of this one. Because the S-Class is better overall. 2631, 6. That is a blueprint. We're keeping that. Okay. There we go. 3S class plus the blueprint. I can't speak today. All right, noise. So we got movement upgraded. The only thing we need is the auto charger. All right, let's get back to the space anomaly. We got to scrap a multi-tool so we can clear up some space and get some parts. Morris says, if I play GTA 6, Hope, what's that? Hope clothes are not expensive because first thing I'm going to do is customize my female character. That's why I don't play as a female character in GTA 6. I would spend the entire game and waste all of my money accessorizing. That's why I don't. So Burnby Alex says, it's a spoiler to tell you which system I found a hybrid pistol in. No, it's not. It's not. The deal is that because this is an expedition save, I don't have glyphs on this save, so I can't get to the system anyway. But that's perfectly fine. That's not a spoiler. Okay, we have to go to... we got to scrap a multi-tool. This one. We got to scrap this multi-tool. So let's get rid of this C-class, because why not? Yeah, if I were using a pre-existing save and had the glyphs, it would, you know, still be no big deal. I'd be able to get there, but because I don't have that info, we can't get there anyway. All right, claim. Ooh, Sentinel weapon shard. Nice. 2. I'll take it. Speaking of which, what do we have for Boltcaster upgrades? Yeah, these all suck. They all absolutely suck. Hopefully we got some better stuff. Okay, we can sell those. Okay, we're done. Well, no, we're not. Let's make a new restore point. Leroy Jenkins. That's funny. Heather says, I do that every game. I plan on getting glyphs. Because, see, I thought about that, but again, this is an expedition save, so I can't get the glyphs until the expedition is over. Not on this save, because there's nothing for me to switch out to. If this were a pre-existing save, it wouldn't be a big deal, because you literally start the expedition with the knowledge of the glyphs. But because I haven't, this is an expedition save. It's a brand new save, basically, for the expedition. So I don't have the glyphs on this one. It's okay. All right, that's done. Oh, we got 26 minutes. That's what she said. So we have to, let's see, swarm debris, cascades detected above Zent War, U-34 in the mythic system. Got it. Recover fallen swarmers before equals. Okay, got it. Let's go. Next system. Burnaby Alex, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you got a point there. So Heather says, why do you have a save just for the expedition? That's because we're playing on my GOG account. And I have multiple accounts. Usually if it's an account that I don't play on, I'll do a brand new save for the expedition. If it's a pre-existing account, then I'll use a pre-existing save. The only real advantage to using a pre-existing save is that you can bring things over from your existing save to the expedition. I wanted to play the expedition clean with nothing, so I guess for lack of a better explanation, I wanted to have a clean save for the expedition, which is why I'm using a brand new save. Dan Red, hello sir, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today, brother? Good to see you. Everybody out there, Dan Red is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel. He's on both the YouTubes and the Twitch. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channels, check him out, show him some love. Also, Cellcraft and Dan Red, since you're both content creators here and you're both moderators, if you would like to post the links to your respective channels in chat, you may do so. Hey, Dan Red, chilling, brother. Chilling, man. Living. We're blessed by the blessed today, man. Blessed by the best. I can't speak. We're blessed by the best. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Typical Monday shenanigans for some No Man's Sky stuff. We're knocking out the dailies for this expedition. And we're also back on the ugly AF Starship hunt. But yeah, you don't need to use a brand new save. I just wanted to use a brand new save to have a clean save specifically for the expedition. That way, you know, because I unlock everything anyway, once the expedition's complete. If I want to carry on this save as a normal save afterwards, I can. So, Mary asks, William has an expedition save also. Yeah, the expedition saves, in my opinion, are better because, again, No Man's Sky has a habit of sometimes corrupting saves. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it can happen. Starting a clean save for an expedition won't corrupt the pre-existing save.
Weather warning. Incoming.
And we got a toxic rainstorm. Perfect. Okay, it looks like we're on another dissident planet, so you know what that means? Sentinel ship. But first, that's just a living fragment. That's not what we want.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Yeah, we need to get a toxic upgrade. Yeah, we'll take this, thank you. Yeah, Cosmic Cody, exactly, especially if the expedition is buggy. Bro, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get out of here. Don't even think about it. We'll take a storm crystal.
Toxic protection. Falling. Technology recharge.
What do we got here anyway? This is inverted mirror. We can take that inverted mirror. We can use that.
Toxic protection. Falling. Toxic protection. Falling. Technology recharge.
Okay, let's get this out of the way, shall we?
Toxic protection. Falling.
Oh, we got a crappy Gek relic. Nice.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
That's the wrong weapon, buddy. Okay, we got to sell some stuff. Get rid of the Mordite and the meaty chunks. Whatever, we can eat that. Keep the crystal, although can I put that in ship? Yes, we can.
Toxic protection. Falling. Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Hopefully this space station and this system has toxic protection. Okay, here we go.
Toxic protection.
Okay, get rid of that. All right, let's go get it.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Give me that storm crystal. Give me that.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
Man, if you don't get your dinosaur butt out of here.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, figures. Shut up. Get wrecked. Don't even think about it.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Hey, Sentinel, nobody invited you, pal. Nobody invited. Get out of here. Nobody invited you, buddy.
Toxic protection falling.
Nobody invited the Sentinel. All right, let's grab 4 of these. 5 of them. 6. There's 6 of them over here. Give me all that. There is a Sentinel ship on this planet. I say we go check it out.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling.
Bro. Shut up.
Toxic protection offline. Technology recharge.
Man, the giant rat thing is so pissed off today, isn't he?
Toxic protection falling.
Somebody just shot at me. Who was it? Oh, him? Bro. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Everybody is all pissed off on this planet. Anyways, Young Ruler, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, how much more of this crap? Don't even think about it. How much more do I need? There we go. So we need 2 more. This planet sucks. And how are you guys? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, let's see here. All right, we need 1 more. We'll totally take all this condensed carbon, because why not? No, it doesn't reset the count because we still have 3 of 4.
Technology recharge.
Bro. Shut up.
Toxic protection falling.
Don't understand why the animals are so pissed off on this planet, but okay. Maybe they had a bad day. Alright, that's it. We're out of here.
Extreme toxicity detected.
Yeah, this planet sucks so badly, I don't even want to know what the Sentinel ship is for this planet. We're leaving. Screw this place. We're leaving. We're leaving. I don't care. And again, young ruler, good to see you, man. Landed right on my face, too. You know you're having a bad day when your ship lands on your face. We're out of here. Buckle Up, Let's Go says, if it is a new save, you bring it over. If you start from an existing save, you bring what you can and put it in the terminal. Exactly.
Weather warning. Incoming.
That planet sucks. Okay, we got to go. Let's go to the space station. Because we got to sell some stuff. A lot of stuff.
Technology recharge.
Ship. Get rid of this. Okay, this one, that's much better than what I've got. So that's +1 damage, +8. This is +2 damage. 3, get rid of that. Plug that one in. This one is even better. +2 damage, -14, 20 fire rate. This one, oh yeah, goodbye. Much better. Much better. Operation Katana, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Much better. Yeah, we're going to be rolling into nanites here in just a sec, but we got to clear this inventory. So we got to sell some stuff. What do we got for multi-tools? That's an ugly multi-tool. Blech. It's got a plasma launcher. Okay. S-class scanner. We'll yoink one of these. This can go downstairs. Let's sell a whole bunch of stuff because we got crap in the inventory. And I hope you guys are all doing well. What we're doing is slowly upgrading this expedition save character in preparation of the big fight. So we want to sell that, keep the tainted metal. Sell that, sell that, sell that. We got some carbon nanotubes. We can sell those. If I need to make more, I will. That can go in ship. Pugnium can go in ship. Alright. So let's see. Ship. ship. Tainted metal goes to ship. We can sell those 2 C-class upgrades. Let's do that. Let's refine a stack of this. Because why not? That's 500 nanites. We'll do that. Okay, let's see what we have for upgrades. We've got movement good to go. That's fine. What do we have here? Interloper. Grah! Shut up. Blaze Javelin. Plasma Launcher. He's got nothing. He's got nothing. And again, Operation Katana, thanks so much for joining us. Hope you're doing well today. For Starship, he's got S-Class Reactor, Hyperdrive, Phase Beam, Shield. Do we not have... okay, we've got... Never mind. Never mind. This station, they got nothing. We're leaving. We're out of here. Hold on. We didn't sell the 2 upgrades. Let's sell those 2 C-classes. Get those things out of the inventory. Yeah, this station is a major disappointment. Let's talk to this guy. Yeah, we need a toxic protection. We need toxic and radiation, I think. No, we got radiation. We need toxic and cold. But we're going for S-classes. The A-classes are they're not garbage, but if we got the money to get an S-class, let's get an S-class. Sell. Yeah, he only had... Well, let's look again. Oh, he's got a cold protection. Give me that. He's got cold protection. I'll take that. Oh, he's got toxic too. Give me. Give me. Okay, perfect. Hey, we got a new sub. Who do we have out there? So Lucas Barreto, welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Lucas Barreto. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Perfect. He had them. Okay, I'll take it. Get in there. All right, so we got hazard protection pretty much good to go. That's everything we need. Perfect. Okay, we're done here. Let's go. Let's get back to the space anomaly. Yeah, we have one more mission for the dailies. This star system does have a Sentinel ship, but we're not even going to bother. So Heather says, just found my first traveler in this expo. You actually managed to find a traveler, huh? I didn't see a... Well, then again, I wasn't really looking. Hold on. There might be a traveler in this station. That's a good way to get a glyph if we find a traveler. Definitely a good way to get a glyph. Let's see if there's a traveler here. Very interesting. There might be a traveler roaming around. You never know. That's a good way to get some glyphs. And that's, I guess that's something else we can incorporate. So we'll do that too. Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, there would appear to be no travelers on this station. All right, let's go. Let's get back to the space anomaly. Yeah, that's also a very good way. I don't know, I guess I was thinking that there wouldn't be travelers on stations, but there's nothing prohibiting travelers from being on stations during an expedition, so that's actually not bad. Okay, space anomaly. Just out of curiosity, what system do we have here? It's a street. Okay, nobody told me this was a 3-star dissonant system. Nobody told me this was 3-star dissonant. You have got to be kidding me. All right, so guess what? Change in plans. We're going to hunt for the Sentinel ship here. We want to see, just to see what it is. A 3-star dissonant is not bad. That gives us a 2% chance of finding an S-class, and we have a higher chance of finding A-class Sentinel ships here. Yeah, Mary, now we got to check. So Selcraft says, I've seen a few travelers on the space stations. I don't think I've seen one traveler this entire expedition on a station. Serious Joker, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by, brother. How are you? Everybody, the Serious Joker is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. You guys know how we do it. If you haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, and show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam. Let's yoink. We got to get 2 things while we're here. We got to get 2 more things. We need a conflict scanner. Hold on a second. I thought as part of the expedition, let's see, prepackaged scatter blaster, shell greaser, hazard protection. Oh, we never collected that. Okay, cargo scan deflector, counterfeit circuits. Yeah, hazard protection kit. We can still plug that in. That's fine. We can still plug that in. We can use that cargo scan deflector, so let's plug that in. The counterfeit circuits are for cash. That's for cash only. We don't even need to keep those. Cargo scan deflector, where you at? Let's see. We'll put this one up here. There we go. Just out of curiosity. This is wiring loom, Walker. Oh, a Walker brain. Nice. Okay. Never mind. Let's go. So Young Ruler says, what's for dinner? We're doing some roast pork. I guess roast pork salad. And it's basically what you said, what it sounds like. It's exactly what it sounds like. We're doing roast pork cutlets and basically salad and some salad. Let's make a restore point. Let's put that in ship. Lucas, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining Odd Ones. How are you today? Yeah, the 5-minute wait is to hopefully prevent bots. Because YouTube has a real bot problem on their hands. Okay, what do we got? Hacker, purge. Okay, let's do it. I'm probably going to hate myself for this one. The Young Ruler says, I'm having Taco Bell. Nice. I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time, man. Lucas says, I'm good, just going to do the missions for the expedition, then going to bed 5 a.m. I appreciate you stopping by to say hello, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing the dailies. You can only do 3 missions a day. So for your team, that is. You can do more. You can do more missions if you want. But in terms of having the missions count towards your team goal, you can only do 3 a day, 3 in a 24-hour period. Zane's World did a thorough analysis of it, so they've determined that you can only do 3 a day. All right, let's go. Okay, whatever you do, don't shoot the space station. That is the creepiest looking thing I've ever seen. And they're shooting at me. And they're shooting at me. Bro, I swear. Wait till I get my ship upgraded, pal. Wait till I get my ship upgraded. We'll see how bad you are when I'm finished. Stupid hive of glass. Bro, this fight is not over. If you get too close, they shoot at you. Zellcraft says, yeah, now I'm craving Taco Bell. Alright, here we go. Yeah, these things are fast. They're decently fast. Boom! +3 to the Weaver's score. Nice! So Dan Red says, I actually had Taco Bell a few nights ago in a row. What's that, 2 nights in a row? Oof. Oof. Okay, Taco Bell is not bad. I still think the 10 tacos deal is pretty good. 10 tacos deal is pretty good, but that's about it. Yeah, time for the fat-free, no fructose corn syrup powdered diet water. All right, we are done here. We got that knocked out. We got that knocked out. So let's go to... First of all, what system are we in? 1 star... Let's go back. Let's go back to the space station. Let's go back to the space station, and let's go back to that 3-star Viking system, so we can check out that Sentinel ship. Cellcraft says the Mexican pizza is my favorite. I'm not really a fan of Mexican pizza. Don't ask me why. I'm just not a major fan. So Dan Rez says the Luke's box odd major value. Okay. Yes. Give me that 10 taco deal. I'll take that all day. So Lucas says, well, I did all 3 of them 3 times a day. Should I be doing that? Well, according to Zane's World, you only have to do the 3 missions. That's it. You can only do 3 missions every 24 hours to count towards your team goal. You can repeat the missions as much as you want. Because they refresh every 8 hours. But doing them more than 3 times in a 24-hour period won't increase the score for your team. So basically, that's according to Zane's World at least. Are we here? Yes, we are. More says Taco Bell sucks here. They're overpriced. Garbage. Prices go up, quality goes down, and they shrink pretty much everything. That goes for fast food. It does. It does. It does. I'm not much of a McDonald's person. In fact, I kind of hate McDonald's. My son can eat that stuff all the time, but I can't. I hate McDonald's. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I know back in the day I used to eat McDonald's a lot back in the day, but not anymore. McDonald's was the poor man's go-to food. It really was. M. Wood, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. M. Wood says I've been doing them also. Missions count. I keep going up, so maybe there's a bonus for doing more missions. Probably. I know according to Zane's World, you can only do 3 missions a day in a 24-hour period and have it count towards the score for your team. Buckle Up, Let's Go says pineapple pizza. All right, who started the pineapple pizza talk? Which one of you did it? Who did it? What do we got here? That thing is oogly. C-class. Nope. Another ugly multi-tool. Okay, let's go back. Just out of curiosity, to see what we got here for Starship. Yeah, who started the pineapple pizza talk? Ban that person. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. S-class reactor, phase beam, positron. We'll take a positron. We will take a positron, even though we don't have any place to install it yet. An S-class positron is really good. Same stats as an X-class, so we don't need to get an X-class of one of those. Pulse engine. All right. Let's talk to the multi-tool guy. Pulse spitter, scatter blaster, blaze javelin, mining beam, scanner. We got to go X-class on those, so we'll leave those. All right, let's go back to the previous system, or station in the previous system. Okay, space stations, previous system. Let's go. Yeah, we got our 3 missions knocked out for today. What I want to do is get back to Sentinel ship hunting. Let's go check out the Sentinel ship in this star system. Apparently this is a 3-star Viking. So we have a pretty decent chance of finding an A-class. Yep, 3-star Viking. All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
Navigational data received.
Let's see if we can get lucky. So, Young Ruler says I had Mexican pizza and a Crunch Wrap Supreme. That sounds good. Especially that Crunch Wrap Supreme. That sounds pretty good. So we got another poisonous planet. What's with all the poisonous planets, dude? What the crap? And thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So Cellcraft says, with how inflation is going, we'll have to pay for each French fry. I know, right? If you want, oh my gosh. Yeah, if you want extra onions, that's an extra $1. Yeah, it's just like I said. McDonald's used to be the go-to poor man's fast food back in the day. It was still garbage back then, but it got the job done. Now, not even close. McDonald's is just trash. I hate McDonald's. No offense to anybody out there that works at McDonald's, but I freaking hate McDonald's. If I don't have a choice, I'll eat it. I will eat it, but I'm not really a fan of McDonald's. Blind Frog, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's see what we have on this toxic, poisonous, disgusting planet. Jeez, what a toilet. Somebody already has a player base here too. Well, that's not good. That ain't good. Somebody already has a player base here. Oh, also, anybody out there in chat? Let's see what we got for a multi-tool. It's the leaf blower. Let's reload. Hold on. Reload. So Young Ruler says, do you like Burger King in Japan? Not really. Not really. Many of the big chain restaurants here, like Burger King or McDonald's or even Wendy's, I think Wendy's might be the exception, but they all have that, I think I mentioned this before, they've got that processed flavor about them. Like, no matter which McDonald's you eat at, you know you're eating at a McDonald's based on how it tastes and based on how it looks and how it smells. McDonald's is just disgusting. I hate it. Burger King is pretty much the same way. In fact, I used to go to a Burger King here locally, and you know, the food is supposed to be hot and fresh, right? I've had multiple times where I've gone to Burger King and gotten cold sandwiches and cold French fries. I said, yeah, we're done. We're done. You got to complain to the manager because they served cold food. No, thank you. Yeah, Wendy's might be the exception, but barely. And I'll say, can I drop a base computer here? Cannot. Hold on. Okay, remove that player base from my save. It's still saying that there's an existing base here. Yeah, we can't build here. Great. So that was a waste. I swear. I hate it when people do that. All right, let's see what we got. Now, if you were to ask me about Mossburger, Mossburger is different. I love me some Mossburger, man. Mossburger is good. That's a Japanese chain hamburger restaurant. Mossburger is good. They're completely different. Cosmic Cody says, I can do Arby's and Wendy's and a local Mexican fast food, which is decent because I'm in the southwest U.S., but that's about it for fast food. Yeah, you're better than me. I can't do Arby's. Arby's curly fries are fire. The curly fries are good. Everything else is not. Like I said, Wendy's is probably the exception. Ghost Machine, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. He says, McDonald's wants $4 for one spicy chicken. They started at $1. They started $1, not freaking worth it. Yeah, McDonald's is a joke, man. Back in the day, McDonald's was somewhat passable, and I'm talking about 20 years ago. Not anymore. I hate McDonald's. They're garbage. The sad thing is that you guys know I live here in Japan, so the McDonald's here in Japan is still light years better than the McDonald's in the States. Heather says Arby's is sugar. All right, so 11, 16, and 6. Uh, 11... 16. 6. Cellcraft, yeah. Arby's was fire back in the 70s and 80s. They did. They used to carve the roast beef right in front of you. I used to work at an Arby's roast beef a long time ago. Trust me, I know how that crap is made. Yeah, I know how it's made. Before we do, let's make... Oh, it is a rifle. Never mind. What do we got? Okay, it's a B class? I guess we'll take it. We can always scrap it for parts. We'll take it. Since we can't put up a base computer here, let's clear the base.
Extreme toxicity detected.
I'll take that expansion suit slot. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Got some more void motes. Runaway mold. We're not going to use the runaway mold. If anything, I swear, bro. Shut up. Get wrecked. Another pissed off planet with pissed off animals on it. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we're not going to use the runaway mold, so let's just get rid of it. We did pick up some tech, so that's good. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, let's go find that Sentinel ship. Yeah, Heather, mystery meat is an understatement. That's an understatement. They call it real roast beef. Yeah, that's some BS right there. Yeah, processed whatever it is. Heather says, I hate sugary food. That's pretty accurate. That is pretty accurate. Morris says... Heather says, I like my beef from a cow. Exactly. Exactly. Buckle Up Let's Go says, the story behind Wendy's chili is very interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll definitely have to look that up. All right, let's go check out the ship. This is a 3-star Viking system, so this will be very interesting. This planet sucks. Okay, it is 14 minutes away. Let's go. Moore says, even though McDonald's food wasn't as good back then, McDonald's was way better quality than the garbage they're giving nowadays. It's literally overpriced garbage. No, Morris, you're right. No, the McDonald's today is trash. It's not good. It is not good at all. And like I said, the McDonald's here in Japan is remarkably superior to the McDonald's in the States. In every way, shape, or form possible. But it's still McDonald's at the end of the day. So that same Big Mac that you're eating in the States tastes like the Big Mac that you get here. It's got that just really kind of a stale processed flavor. Even though they supposedly use fresh food, it's got that processed flavor about it. I just don't like it. That's why they pack so much of that special sauce on the Big Mac to mask the terrible flavor. Am I wrong? Am I lying? All right, what do we got? We have... Looks like we got a heavy. It's a heavy. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's a heavy. Okay, so this is... Ooh, hold on. It's a B class. It is a B class. Okay, so we have... It's red and black too. Not bad. It's got fangs. And it's got fangs. Ghost Machine says, even Taco Bell uses grade E meat. When I used to work at Arby's claimed it was grade A beef. they claimed it was grade A beef. I think they had to do that for legal reasons. Now, here's my conspiracy theory. If it's a restaurant franchise or restaurant, you know, whatever it is, chain, if they have like a certain percentage of grade A meat and the rest of it is filler, they can call it grade A meat, in spite of the fact that it's like 5% grade A but 95% filler or something else. Legally, they can say that it is, you know, they can say that it is grade A meat because there's actual grade A meat in there, but we know the truth. So Morris says $20 for a Big Mac, they can keep it. That's insane. For a freaking Big Mac? No. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Anyways, what we have here. This is a this is a heavy fighter. Heavy Sentinel fighter. Heavy Sentinel fighter, dorsal and ventral aft stabilizers, which do articulate, I think. A set of clipped wings and double-bladed wings, and it's got a jaw with fangs on it. This is a pissed-off looking ship. This is a pissed-off looking ship right here. So Cellcraft says, yeah, it's freshly processed. Yeah, exactly, right? This is one pissed-off looking ship. Let's snag it. It's a B class, so let's snag it and go. Oh, if you guys want this ship, it's located at plus 7.38 and minus 107.50 if you want this ship. We'll grab it and go. We may scrap it at some point. Bro? Out of here. Get wrecked. I swear. Where's my bolt caster? All right, where's the scrap? Where's the scrap? Animals are all pissed off, man. What is this all about? So we have we can process that, the rusty metal. We can always use more of this. Get rid of that. That's taking up space. Before we grab the ship, let's grab these radiant shards. Remember, radiant shards are money, and a lot of it. Always get your radiant shards. All right, give me that. So yeah, we'll yoink this ship and beat feet. I am curious. There might be a higher tier ship on this planet since this is a 3-star system. This is not bad though. Glass. Pugnium. Brain. Blind Frog says, I think we are done with the missions and the expedition in less than a month. That aside, I'm afraid the player base will be divided by the split into 3 factions. So do you think that's what's going to happen after the expedition ends? You think there are going to be 3 factions? I think you have a good point. I do think you have a good point there. It is quite possible. Because players have been asking for factions for a long time. Now, that being said, hold on, so that we're not dying out here in this corrosive, disgusting weather. That being said, if Hello Games implements a faction system in No Man's Sky, there should be a way to... there should be a way for players to change factions if they want. So hopefully they make that a thing. Morris, I saw that video. It is disgusting. Yes, I saw that video. Basically, there's a video that you can watch on YouTube where some people did an experiment. They took a Big Mac and they let it sit out for 30 days. I think they let it sit out for 30 days. What's funny is that, hold it, I just saw some storm crystals. Hold on. Give me them storm crystals. Give me that. You know, like the bun and everything else, you know, molded and everything. Yeah, the bun molded and everything else, but the meat was still perfect. The actual so-called meat in the bun was perfect. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's what you're eating, basically. I saw that video and I said, that is pretty disgusting. So wait, that's the ship. What? Wrong salvage site, buddy. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. What we're doing is hunting for Sentinel ships and finding the best upgrades we can. Now, what I would like to do is find an outlaw system, get some more suspicious packages of tech and arms, and what we're going to do is refine or dupe the tech and arms to get all of the weapons that we want. Always get your storm crystals. The Viking word for gra.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Since this expedition is pretty much combat oriented, we're trying to build up the best ship we can. Okay, Lucas, thank you so much for joining us. Again, welcome to the Odd Ones. We'll see you next time. Take care and God bless you, man. We'll see you next time. Present the brain. All right, let's go. If I can find my ship. There it is.
Life support power low. Technology recharge.
Heather says the most common word for gra is America. Yeah, exactly. Gra. America. Gra, pretty much. I think that's fairly accurate. That is fairly accurate. America. Oh. Let's go. Yeah, I don't eat a whole lot of fast food anymore. I might have some pizza on occasion, but that's usually Costco pizza. It's usually Costco pizza because Costco pizza is amazing. Usually it's Costco pizza. Very rarely do I ever, and I'm talking ever, eat McDonald's. I gotta really be hungry to just go to a McDonald's and get a Big Mac. And get like a Big Mac value set. I really gotta be hungry. Oh, yet speaking of which, different topic. How many people out there in chat? I was gonna ask this question earlier. Stuart Laker says, with extra pineapple. Not me, pal. You never put pineapple on a hamburger. That makes no sense. Hold it. Give me that. Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, how many people out there in chat are PC enthusiasts? Sentinel, shut up. Mind your business. Get out of here, Sentinel. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get wrecked. Shut up. Get out of here. Mind your business, pal. The reason I'm asking today is because I had to... Okay, so Heather, I think you'll get a kick out of this. I explained during Saturday's GTA live stream that my GTX 1080, because I got a GTX 1080 in my old system, my old, not the system that I'm streaming on right now, but my backup system. Red Wolf, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Featherbrain says we now have bitter ballin' on pizza. What is it? What is that? What even is that? But yeah, I explained during my GTA stream that my GTX 1080, it's an EVGA GTX 1080 that I absolutely loved, man. That card was amazing. It was, and I say was because recently I've been having issues with it. I've been having issues with it. And we're talking about, okay, I swear, if you don't get your dinosaur butt out of here.
Extreme toxicity detected.
So what would happen is that... Shut up, Sentinel. I swear. Sentinel's always getting butthurt. Sentinel, I will wreck you, pal. Where's my ship? So what was happening with it is that it was the actual card. I would boot the system, but I wouldn't get I'd get no image out. So the system would post. The actual system would post, but the debug LED on the motherboard would stick on GPU. And basically that's a no detect. That's basically what's called a no detect. So I said, well, that's peculiar. So what I did, because I noticed the last time I played Grand Theft Auto Online on the PC, on that PC with that graphics card, I was getting some really stuttery frame rates, and the CPU, well, not CPU, the GPU fans would ramp up to 100%. So I said, okay, there's definitely something wrong. Initially, I thought it was display driver. I thought it was the actual drivers. So what happened was the actual fans would ramp up, and the entire PC would crash. We're not talking about any kind of a crash to desktop. The whole PC would lock up. The entire PC would lock up on me. So in that instance, what I did, restarting the system didn't help because I got I still got a no display out. It was still hanging on the GPU. So initially, what I did was unplug the monitor from the display port, booted the system without a monitor, so that I would get a no detect from the BIOS. Then I'd turn everything off, plug the monitor back in through to the display port, and it worked. So it was fine that time. Then I went and updated the graphics drivers. So let's grab this one. So we'll take this ship. A few days ago, before this past Saturday. So Heather, no, this thing is it's a Ryzen 7 1700X. Ryzen 7 1700X, first gen Ryzen CPU. So it's old. This system is old. But this past Saturday, I couldn't even get a display out, no matter what I did. No matter what I did. And the last time I used it, that I got a display out, same thing happened. The CPU fan, well, the GPU fans would ramp up to 100%. It would ramp up to 100%. And I got really bad stuttering. Then the actual PC would crash. It wouldn't crash the desktop. It would crash. I would have to do a cold reset on it, a hard reset. So after checking out some of the forums, I thought that the actual the GPU core was dead. I thought I had a bad GPU core on that GPU, and I was super pissed. I said, if that core is dead, there's no way I can get it fixed, because for one thing, you can't get a core, a GPU core, GPU core for a GTX 1080 anymore. Not unless you get it used, and even then you don't know what you're getting. Plus, you got to be 2M specialized to replace a core on your GPU.
Incoming storm.
So what I did was last night did some troubleshooting, and I said, let's do the basic stuff first. Let's pull it out. The system was completely dirty. It was dusty, so I got out, cleaned it up. Yeah, Heather, no, it wasn't a dead core. Fortunately, that wasn't a dead core. I think it's bad VRMs. Okay, so we got the ship. We're just having a little bit of a computer talk here. I want to do one more thing. Let's try to find another camp.
Navigational data received.
Let's try to find another camp. Because this is a pretty cool ship, but it's a B class. Let's see if we can find an A class. I cleaned it out, pulled the GPU, inspected it. There were no burned or missing components or anything like that. And cleaned it up, cleaned up the GPU, plugged it back in. Well, actually, no, what I did was I booted the system again without a GPU inside. So I removed the GPU, and remember, the Ryzen 7 1700X doesn't have integrated graphics. I'm Jess Lee. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. There are no integrated graphics, so I was forcing a no detect with the BIOS. Yeah, we were forcing a no detect on the BIOS, and from there, what I did was turn everything off, plugged the GPU back in, reinstalled the or plugged in the DV or the display port back into the system, and it booted just fine. It booted up just fine. Yeah, it did. It booted up just fine. The Dr. Debug LET went clear. It went to green. Went away completely, and got an image out. System booted. No problem at all. So I said, very interesting. So very interesting. So that told me right there that the core is fine. The actual the GPU core is just fine, which was a huge saver. VRMs are not that expensive. So if I have to have the VRMs replaced on it, because it's the GTX 1080 is still a good card. It's still a usable GPU. But I would hate to have to throw that card out, because back in the day, that card cost $600, brand new, from the retailer. Okay, let's drop a base computer. Hold on. Blind Frog says the problem is too specific for me. I think it's voltage regulation modules, the VRMs. I think it's the VRMs. So Heather says mine was $650 MSRP. Which one did you get? So Anjali says, Odd Man, did you see you talking about PCs? Did you manage to check out the new Windows certificate and the old one that's expiring? No, I have not. I will definitely look into it. So, for all of you PC enthusiasts out there, you guys know how difficult it is to get a GPU now, right? To get a graphics card. It's insane. It is insane. And yes, before, excuse me, pardon me for a sec. Excuse me. The TLDR here. The TLDR here is, yeah, I did in fact spend some money. I did spend some money today because I kind of had no choice. I intend to fully upgrade this old system, And I'm talking complete rebuild. I'm tossing out the case. I'm probably going to get rid of these crappy Cooler Master fans. It's going to be a complete rebuild. Let's build a shelter. Let's build a shelter if we can. Do we have glass? I think I got rid of the glass. Dang it. A door. And we don't have glass. I don't feel like making glass. Screw it. Screw it. We don't need glass. So, Young Ruler says thoughts on Counter-Strike 2. I think Counter-Strike is still one of the best. Or Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike 2. I think Counter-Strike is one of the best first-person shooters on the market. Now, that being said, Counter-Strike 2 has a problem with RCE, Remote Code Exploit. There are always people, because it's peer-to-peer, right? The network is peer-to-peer. So there's always some sort of remote code exploit taking place in Counter-Strike 2. That's why I don't play it. So Heather says, yes, it's a Duke Nukem 1080. Ooh, that's a nice one. No, the 1080 that I have in my old system is an EVGA GTX 1080. For the Win 3 ACX version, ACX 3.0. I did not want to toss that card out. I was so happy when it booted. I was pissed yesterday. I was not a happy person. I was not happy. Okay, let's see. Let's make a restore point. Yeah, Heather, if at all possible, I don't dispose of graphics cards. I don't get rid of them. Amwood says I'm still using a 30 series. 30 series was one of NVIDIA's best series for graphics cards because it was cheap. First of all, 30 series was cheap, and it got the job done. Because that's the second gen. That's the card with second gen RT cores for NVIDIA. The 30 series graphics card was, without a doubt, one of their best generation for NVIDIA. Then 40 series came along, and things got way too expensive. So what I did today, because I was working on my old system yesterday, so I was see, hold it. Sorry about that. 11:16. I'm in here telling this story and I completely forgot what I was doing. Okay, here we go. 11, 1, and 6. Deactivate seal. Elwood, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We'll leave the multi-tool where it is. We'll check it out, but we'll leave it where it is because I got a multi-tool that I got to scrap. So yeah, Guitar Guy 80. I actually spent some money today. So, anyways, as I was saying, as part of the story, there's a local PC shop here, not too far from where I live, and I, excuse me, I went in. Just last week. This was last week even before my GTX 1080 took a crap on me. I went in last week just to check the prices of graphics cards, and as you know, GPU prices are through the roof. They're really expensive because of the demand on AI for AI memory and everything else, AI PC components, or AI data center enterprise components, I should say, not PC but enterprise level components. So I just happened to walk in to this PC shop. They had an ASRock. Actually, they had Asus and they had ASRock. They had an ASRock AMD RX 9070. An RX 9070, 16 gig card, 9070, not the XT, but they had the 9070 for 79,800 yen. I had to double check the math on that because 79,800 yen sounds like a lot of money, but with the current exchange rate, that's $50 below retail in the US. Remember the RX 9070. When it first released, retailed at $550, but it never sold for retail. It sold for over retail. It always sold for over $600. Cellcraft, it does, doesn't it? ASRock, rocket assisted depth charge. Yeah, that's what it means to me too, man. Heather, I'm serious. It's $50 below retail. They also had, pardon me. Sorry about that. They also had an Asus Prime RX 9070 XT for 90. They just dropped the price on it. It was 95,800 yen. 95,800 yen, which again sounds like a lot of money, but once you do the conversion from yen to dollar, it's just under $600. Just under $600. So for the 9070 that I bought. And here's the deal, I'm going to be posting a vlog. I did a vlog. The video is not that great because I couldn't show any faces and I had to point the camera down. I did a vlog, okay, and I'm going to put that up on the channel probably sometime either this week or next week. But let me get my thoughts together. the ASRock Challenger triple fan RX 9070 16 gig card, 79,800 yen, when converted to US dollars is $497. That's what it is in US dollars. Now, because I use a credit card, there is a credit card transaction fee for, processing from, different currency types. So it'll probably be somewhere around $500 to $505 for the card for the 9070. The 9070 XT from Asus is probably just over $600. Now, to give you guys an idea, the exchange rate right now, sorry about that, the currency exchange rate between dollar to yen is 160 yen to the US dollar. So the dollar is trading very high against the Japanese yen. That's why it's so low. Okay, so Heather, the store that I went to, they have a first of all, who do we have out there? So the Real Putz, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Amwood says I've got a GTX 750. Wow, you still have a 750? I think I got you beat though, bro. Amwood, I think I got you beat. I have a Radeon R9 270 in my old system. I got an R9 270, man. 2 gigabyte graphics card. It's an R9 270. That card is so old it doesn't have a backplate on it. It doesn't have a backplate. But Heather, as I was saying, the store is called Dospera, Dospera, Dospera. I think that's how it's spelled. Yeah, Dospara, Dospara.co.jp. You can go online and look that up right now. They have an online store. They have it. It's got an online store. They have an online store. So I think you might be able to order internationally. Heather, it's spelled Dospara.co.jp. That's the website. In fact, hold on. I'll type it in for you. Hold on. I'll type it in for you. Give me a second. Let's see here. Oops, wrong keyboard, buddy. Wrong keyboard, buddy. Hold on. www.spara.co.jp. Okay, that's the website. I don't know if they ship internationally and it's all in Japanese, but I think you can have it translated. Give them a look. Yeah, I just bought that RX 9070 16 gig graphics card for under $500.
Incoming storm.
It was under $500. So let's take a look at some chats here. The ASRock RX 9070 OC 16 gig is what I run on my new PC I built a year ago. That's the card I got. That's the one. It's the Challenger. I got the ASRock Challenger OC. That's the card I got. Triple fan. That's the one I bought today. That's the one I bought today. It was 79,800 yen, but that's below retail in US. It comes up to about $500. Maybe just under $500, but that's $50 below retail. You can't get that card anywhere in the States for under $600. We're talking about the 9070, not the 9070 XT. The XT is even more expensive in the States. So yeah, I was pretty stoked. I was hesitant to do it, but as I was in the gym this morning working out, and I looked at the exchange rate, the dollar ticked up one more point against the Japanese yen. So I said, yep, let me get it. I'm going to go there and I'm going to buy it right now. So I was speaking Japanese to the guy, because I do speak a little bit of Japanese. I'll be posting a video, a vlog on it. I'll be posting a vlog on it. And I didn't really want to spend the money on it because it's not like I got that kind of money to spend. But I mean, we're talking about a 16 gig, a good 16 gig graphics card with a 256-bit memory bus on it, memory address register that does RT very well, and gets you 5070 to 5070 Ti performance for $500. So yeah, take my money, please. Anyways, I just wanted to tell that story. Just wanted to tell that story. Also, if I missed somebody's comment in chat, just sound off again. Why is it taking us so long to get to this ship? What is going on here? Get to the ship. So yeah, I just wanted to tell that story because I'm pretty excited about that. I was shocked to see it. Now, the only reason I didn't get the 9070 XT... Johnny Wick says I'm saving money for an RC lawnmower. Those things are pretty cool, aren't they? So the Real Putt says, I love that thing. Does everything I wanted to do. Exactly, it gets the job done. It's art. It's GTX 5070 levels of performance for $500. You can't get a 5070. First of all, yeah, hey, I'm Just Lee. We got that flow money. You can't get a 5070 with a 16 gig buffer. You get the 5070 Ti, but you can't get the 5070. You get the 5070 in a 12 gig because that 5070 12 gig cost more than the card I just bought. Real Put says I got mine in a bundle from Newegg. Motherboard, RAM, GPU, all for $1,100. You got a steal, man. You got a good deal on that. That's a good effing deal right there. That's a really good deal. So Young Ruler says, is Minecraft a big game in Japan because they advertise it on the PC? Yeah, Minecraft is pretty big in Japan. It's popular. You got a lot of Japanese content creators that do Minecraft. They do.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Yeah, Morris, I was pretty shocked. Again, I didn't want to spend the money, but with the exchange traded funds, the ETFs are so volatile right now. You really don't know what you're getting. When you see a good deal, you kind of got to get it. Yeah, I'll have to eat that cost somehow, but I think it's worth it. Again, I normally don't spend that kind of money, but especially in this environment. But you can still find good deals on PC parts if you look. So I really got lucky on that one. So the Real Put says I have a Radeon HD 7890 2 gig. You got a HD 7890? Wow, that's going back, man. Yeah, like I said, I got a R9 270. I got a Radeon R9 270, which is based on the Radeon HD 7870, which is a 2 gig card. I bought that card back in 2011, 2014. I was watching Jay's 2 Cents, another one of my favorite tech tubers. We found an A-class. We got an A-class. We got us an A-class. Please have good supercharge slots. We just got an A class. Oh, hold it. Where's he at? Bro? Get wrecked. We got us an A class. Forget about Prey. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Get wrecked. Yes, please. We'll take them 10 servos. Yes, please. Yeah, Heather, love Jay's 2 cents. That dude is hilarious. He's a pretty cool, down-to-earth kind of guy. I love Jay's 2 cents. So I'm just Lee says I recently upgraded to a 4070. My old PC still have the 1070 Ti that my nephew used when he was here to game on. The 1070 Ti was a good card. The 1070 Ti was a very good card. I got lucky when I bought my 1080 Ti back in 2018. But I was super pissed when it began to crap out on me, so yeah. Okay, we found ourselves, we got an A class. Let's check it out. We got an A class. Hold on. If you guys want this ship, hold on. Before we go any further, this is what we got. So this is a heavy Sentinel fighter, clipped medium wings, but it's got double-bladed wings, which hide the clipped wings. Wingtip antennas. It also has a face with fangs. It's got fangs on it. This is a pissed-off looking ship. I believe those articulate. I wasn't paying attention. But this is an A-class ship. So if you guys want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. The Real Putt says, ASRock Taichi 870E. I'm jealous, man. 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5 6000, and the ASRock Steel Series XT 970, 16 gig. The CPU I bought was separate AMD Ryzen 9950X3D. You got a beast of a system, man. That's a beast of a system. I stayed on AM4. If you guys want to know, Cellcraft. This ship is kind of nice. So again, this is an A class located at plus 25.64 and plus 142.86. I do not have save beacons unlocked, so if you guys want this ship, just again check the coordinates. They're right there on screen right now. Yeah, Stuart Laker, those are coordinates. Hey, we got a new sub. Who do we have out there? So Chillwave Studio, welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Chillwave Studio. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Okay, hold it. Let's recharge. So, hold on a minute. So Heather says, I love Jay's 2 cents. Forget about Prey. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. She says, and Tech Jesus. Yes. Definitely. My brain is broken. Gamers Next is Steve Burke. Yes, he's amazing. Nobody can do gaming journalism or any kind of in-depth journalism like Steve Burke. One thing I've learned about Steve from Gamers Nexus, don't make Steve mad. Do not piss Steve off. Don't make him mad. Yeah, I'm just Lee. Yeah. Cellcraft says the Dospera site is making me drool. He is. Yeah, it's a good site. It's a good site. Yeah, one thing I learned about Steve from Gamers Nexus, don't make Steve mad. He will come after you. Like the way he went after Linus Tech Tips, I said, yeah. Yeah, the way he went after Linus Tech Tips. And I said, and don't even get me started on Linus Tech Tips. Don't get me started. I do not like Linus Tech Tips anymore. But that's an argument for a different day. Okay, here we go. A-Class. Yeah, Steve. I love Steve from Gamers Nexus. That dude, he's a straight shooter. He pulls no punches. He is probably one of the best gaming journalists out there. He is. And like I said, the one thing I learned about Steve, about watching him and his work, don't piss Steve off. Don't do it. Do not make Steve mad. Yeah, I don't watch Linus Media Group anymore. Linus Media Group is garbage. They're the biggest tech YouTube platform. They're basically a tech. They're an MCN. Linus Media Group is an MCN. They're a multi-channel network because they've got a bunch of channels assigned to Linus Media Group. Linus Media Group, over a decade ago, maybe 15 years ago when they first started, Linus Sebastian was fun. He was fun to watch back then. He was a nice, cool dude to just kind of watch. You know, he seemed like he had a real love for his craft. Not anymore. Not anymore. Linus Media Group got too big for their britches, man, in my opinion. And no disrespect to anybody out there that likes Linus Tech Tips or Linus Media Group, any of their content. I don't like them anymore. Because they've gone from being this cool, kind of a laid-back, chill tech channel to Linus TM. Basically to Linus Media Group TM, if you understand what I mean. They're corporate now. A lot of people don't realize this, but Linus Media Group is an actual company. They're a YouTube company that's been valued at over $100 million. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. They're a media conglomerate, a YouTube media conglomerate that's worth over 100 mil. That's how much money their company is worth. There's a lot to it. I'm not going to go in depth. What I will say is that Steve called him out rightfully. He called him out rightfully for his lack of authenticity in journalism and a lot of the mistakes that they were making on their end. Yeah, Heather. Yeah, that's right. You are right. The old CEO that from the company he used to work for is now the CEO working for his company. That is true. So, yeah, I don't watch Linus Media Group anymore. I don't watch any of their content. Yeah, Cellcraft, I'm serious. Linus Media Group is an MCN. They're a multi-channel YouTube network. They are. Because they've got several channels under one banner. Their company, as a company, they're worth over 100 mil. That's what they were valued. I'm not sure if they're publicly traded on the stock market. I think they are. They might even be publicly traded. But as a company, they're worth over 100 mil. Heather, that is true. That is true. Here's the deal, though. Bitwit Kyle. I love Bitwit Kyle. I love Kyle. I love Bitwit Kyle. That dude is funny. That dude is funny. I was disappointed, not in him, of course, but I was disappointed to know because the funny thing is that I lost my job on the same day he announced that he was getting divorced from his ex-wife, Heather Hansen. Yeah, COVID didn't help either. That didn't help either. I was disappointed because they seemed like a happy couple. They did. They really seemed like a happy couple. But of course, we don't know what's going on the inside. So that was unfortunate. All I can say is that it was unfortunate. But Kyle is doing well. He's doing really well. As a matter of fact, I was watching his live stream. He was streaming every day of his visit to Computex in Taiwan last week. So he's not doing badly. He's doing pretty good. So Heather says, hey, not all Heathers are bad. I know. Okay, a Cellcraft. Take care of yourself. God bless, brother. We'll see you next time. It's always good to see you, man. Take care of yourself, man. We'll see you next time. All right, let's go. Please have good supercharge slots. Please. Please. Pretty please with sugar on top. And an RTX 5090. So Heather says she was sketchy. I don't know. They seem like they were a happy couple. They seem like they were a really happy couple. And of course, I don't blame Kyle 1 second for not explaining exactly what happened. That's his private business. He's entitled to that completely. I'm glad to see that he didn't let that hold him back, because he's had some real challenges. His house burned down last year because of that fire that sweeping fire that took place in California, in LA. But he's rebuilding, and he's doing very well. And I'm happy for him, man. I love Kyle. I absolutely love that dude. The same for Paul's Hardware. Paul's Hardware, I love him too, man. Paul from Paul's Hardware, he's awesome too. So Heather says, takes a woman to know a woman. Like I said, they seem like a happy couple. But, what do I know, right? Give me that. Oh, shut up, Sentinel. Shut up. Get out. Get out of here. This planet sucks, by the way. So, Morris, for me, no, 2021. It was 2021. Because like a lot of people, a lot of us got laid off because of COVID. But, again, I said, you know what, at that point, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. We're not going to play this corporate BS anymore. I decided to become a YouTuber, a content creator, full-time, because I can be my own boss. And that's why I worked as hard as I did on my YouTube channel when I did. A lot of people don't realize this. I know some of you out there are some people that have been with me since day one. But it took me 16 months to get my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. 16 months. And I remember because it was June 2022 when I got the notification from YouTube that I had become a YouTube partner. That was one of the happiest days of my life. I said, nice. Now we can put this thing together and start making it work. Okay, we already got the junk, so nice. Okay, give me some good stuff, please. Oh, man. Okay, supercharged slots are spread out. But this is an A-class. Oh, that sucks. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's got a positron ejector on it. So it's got 2 weapons equipped. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, we're going to leave the base where it is. Let's get there. We're going to scrap one of these ships as soon as I find my base. But yeah, one of the reasons I became a YouTube content creator was so that I could become my own boss, which I am. And it's been very fulfilling, if you will. Now, again, when I left the corporate world, I didn't leave without an off-ramp. I didn't leave without, I had an off-ramp, in other words. So, a lot of people, when I talk about my age, when I worked for, I'm not going to go too much into detail over it, but I worked for an organization. First as a military service member, U.S. military service member. I did that for 5 years, and I continued working for this organization as a civilian employee. So, I did that for 30 years. Yeah, I did it for 30 years. So, because I'd contributed to a pension plan for that entire time. That's 30 years of not only vested time, but vested money in pension. So I have about 2.5 years before I can apply to get my my retirement pension. So I have an off ramp, and that's why I made the move when I did. That's why I decided to go private sector, if you will, and become a content creator. That's why I decided to do YouTube, because I've always wanted to be my own boss, and YouTube lets me do it. This allows me to do it. It's not easy. YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. The one thing people got to remember about YouTube is that your ability to earn on this platform is entirely dependent upon you. You have to produce the content. Even if you make bad YouTube videos, it doesn't matter. One thing I learned about making content is that you have to make bad videos before you make good ones. I'm Just Lee. That is correct. Yes, I came to Japan in '92. And it's been a struggle. It's still a struggle, but I love it. So that's why I do it. Anyways, Morris says, I might remember your stream then because I used to watch some long before I subscribed. Just kept watching and got hooked. Well, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yana says, oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you made a channel. I'm glad I've got people like you and everybody else out there as part of our community. You guys are amazing. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without you guys. So that's what matters to me. The Real Put says, right. There's only 3 companies that I know that do that. Exactly. Exactly. And I decided to just, I said, you know what, we're not going to do the corporate thing anymore. We're just not going to do it. Let's land the ship. Let's take a picture. Let's get a better screenshot so that we know what's here. Let's see. We want to capture screenshot because... There we go. This way we know what the ship is for this planet. Alright. Let's upload. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Excuse me. So Johnny Wick says it was your voice that got me hooked. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, people often say that I have a face made for radio and a voice to match. So Real Put says you were stationed in Okinawa. No, I've been to Okinawa 5 times. I was never stationed there. I was stationed initially when I was in the Navy. I was stationed at Fleet Activities Yokosuka. That's where I was. Okay, we got to go to the station. We got to go to the station. Since we got a somewhat reasonable ship, I think this is a 2 + 1 and 1. I think this one is 2 + 1 and 1. But we can't upgrade it because we don't have the money. So what we're going to do next, we got a good ship, okay? We got a decent ship. We got 2 decent ships, actually. What we're going to do is work on the nanites next. Let's work on some nanites. Ghost Machine, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And that goes for all of my fellow service members out there. We have some other fellow service members who are watching today. So I want to thank you guys. From me to you, thank you for your service as well. So yeah, when I decided to become a YouTuber and leave the corporate world, I had an off ramp, and I knew that in a few years I'd be able to apply for my pension. So that's what I'm doing now. We bounced off something. Where's the station? There it is. All right. So Yana says, I get excited each time I get the notification that you're on. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And like I said, it's because of each and every one of you out there that I'm able to do what I'm doing. It's all thanks to you guys. Okay, this is the A class. We're keeping this one. Let's scrap. I shouldn't scrap the B class, but it's okay because we have too many ships. So we'll scrap this one. And the B class is probably better than the A class, but it's okay. Let's refine the copper. We can sell all that. We're probably going to keep them quad servos. So the Real Putz says, thank you for your service. I was stationed in Camp Casey, South Korea. Nice. I've been to Camp Casey before. Thank you for your service as well, man. Real Putz says in 1997. Nice. Yeah, I was in the U.S. Navy from 1989 to 1995. Heather says, roll call, U.S. Air Force. And Heather is another service member. And thank Heather for her service as well. Thank you, too. Amwood says, you definitely have to hustle to make it on YouTube and other platforms. I had a small woodworking channel and gave up. Content creation exploded during COVID, and it's hard to make it now. What I can say, what I will say is that YouTube is definitely a marathon. It's a long-term game. What makes it difficult for me, we got to scrap this ship. What makes it difficult for me is that Ghost Machine, yes, thank Heather. Yes, Heather, thank you for your service as well. What makes it difficult for me is that you know, I always try to strive for the best, and I'm actually making content from a very crowded niche, a very crowded category, and that's gaming. Ooh, check this out. Okay, that's a good-looking ship. Hold on. Okay, that's nice. That's pretty decent. Oh, America. Yeah, red, white, and blue thrusters. Very nice. America. Oh. Cheeseburgers. Backyard barbecue. Oh. AR-15s. Free t-shirts. Oh. Football. NFL. Baseball. Oh, America. Sorry. That's a good-looking ship. We got to catalog that. So for me, it makes it difficult to try to make a better video than before. It is a grind. It is definitely a grind, especially as a gaming-centric content creator. Okay, that's not too bad. B class. Okay, boo. All right. Okay, what we need to do now, we scrapped the ship, we got to sell some stuff, let's sell it. Yeah, Ghost Machine, like I said, yeah, we one of the things that makes my community great is that we don't talk politics. We try to stick to the topic at hand, which for us is video games. We talk pop culture, we talk about food, but we don't talk about politics because my YouTube channel caters to everyone. I want everybody out there to feel welcomed here during my live streams. I want everybody here. Yeah, we cater to everyone. That's why we don't discuss politics. Okay, so we want to sell that. We're keeping the storm crystals. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. What else we got? AI valves, subatomic regulators, keep the quad servos, sell the nano cables. Okay, noise. All right, did I put that stuff in my freighter? I did not. Starship. Aha. We got some B-class upgrades we can sell. Put that in ship. Sell that. Ship. Ship. And I think we're good. We can move on to the next phase of this. We still have plenty of time. Johnny Wick says, only politics we talk about is pineapple pizza. Yes or no? Exactly. That's as far as we go. And that is as far as we go with it. Real Put says, them's people is all overpaid in my opinion. College ball. I like better. Seems like the Hearts. Exactly my point. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. College. I would personally would like to see the best NCAA football team go up against the best NFL team. I bet you the NCAA team will win because they're in it for the love of the sport. They're not in it for the money. So I totally agree with you on that, man. Absolutely agree with you on that one. Okay, so what do we got? Excuse me. And thank you guys for sticking with us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. I'm pretty happy, man. We got a decent ship. We just picked up a decent ship. Okay, who's out there with the pineapple? I see a pineapple out there. Okay, we want to sell the B class. Do not sell the positron. What did he have we can buy? Nothing. Nice. Ghost Machine says pineapple pizza only if it has meat too. I will not touch a pineapple pizza. I've already tried it. I can't stand it. No, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's go planet side. Let's go hit up one of my other bases. Let's see. Which one has... Was it this one? I think this is the first... I think this is my first base. Let's go here. Let's go here. Dan Red says pineapple pizza 41. Hey, Dan Red, I will pay you good money. I will pay you good money to eat that pineapple pizza, bro. Just let me know where you want me to cash app you. So Heather says I'm inciting a riot with pineapple. So check this out. If you give me... I mentioned this before because my family is Southern born, right? So if you give me some honey ham, and I know Dan Red knows what I'm talking about, give me some honey ham with pineapple on it, I'll eat it all day. I think that's good. If you give me some Chinese or Japanese stir fry, vegetable stir fry with bamboo shoots, pork, and pineapple, all day long. I think, seriously, with the pineapple sauce, sweet and sour sauce, yes please, give me that. I'll eat it all day long. That's some good eating. Pineapple does not belong on a freaking pizza. It does not. So what do we have here? This is 14,410. Okay. So we picked the multi-tool. Why do I still have a base here? Oh, I think I know what the ship is on this planet. Huh. Interesting. Wrong base, buddy. We need to go to a better planet. This planet sucks. Mr. Brote, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's go. Yeah, we're having an argument over pineapple pizza again. The one thing we should not be talking about. Let's go to this station. Let's go back to the star system where my capital ship is located. Because I do have a freighter. I got a B-class freighter on this save. What I want to do is go planet side. But I'd like to go to a decent freaking planet first. We found a decent Sentinel ship. We found an A-class. We did find an A-class. Hopefully it's a 2+1. 2+1 and 1. So Giannis, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. That's pretty decent because I'm pretty sure it's got a sweet and sour sauce. If you give me, whether it's chicken or pork, with a sweet and sour sauce with pineapple, green pepper, bamboo shoots or something else, a little bit of cabbage, that's some good eating right there. I'll eat that all day. With pineapple, yeah, I'll eat it all day because the sweet and sour sauce works with the pineapple. Even the space station is orange. How disgusting. Oh, the real put says, so they're the top tier freighter too? Yes, you can get an S-class freighter. You could totally get an S-class capital ship. Current system. Huh. I wonder what ship is in this system. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you could totally get an S-class freighter. It's Cosmic Cody with the face. Just to let you guys know, we will also be streaming No Man's Sky tomorrow as well. Yana says, yeah, it's actually teriyaki sauce, but it's good. Teriyaki sauce with pineapple is fine. That's perfectly fine. Because teriyaki works with pineapple. It does. Teriyaki works with pineapple. We got a large refine. Okay, I haven't actually seen this thing yet, but... And this is outside. That's outside. What is this? It's an exocraft. What is this? Okay, whatever. Whatever. We're leaving. We're leaving. I have no... I don't care. I don't care. We don't care what that is. I don't even care what that is. Real Put says the only thing I'd use pineapple for is marinating meats. Pineapple is a really good, surprisingly good marinade, isn't it? Pineapple is a surprisingly good marinade. Okay, I don't think I have a base in this star system. Let's take a look. Okay, that is a 2-star Gek. Where is the... Okay. Yeah, I don't have a base. That's my capital ship. Uh, 2-star Viking. Oh, hold it, hold it, hold it. We got a 3-star Corvax. Dissonant, let's go to it. We got a 3-star Corvax. So Boris says, how about some tri-tip? Yes, please. I'll take an order right now. Let's call up the freighter. Not in an asteroid field, though. Not in an asteroid field. Space station is right there. Let's call up the freighter. Don't call it up in an asteroid field. Yeah, we got like a bare bones freighter here, but that's cool. Okay, we got some stuff to drop off. Let's... How much space do we have in freighter inventory? We got plenty of space, so let's put that in freighter. Let's put this in freighter because I don't know what that's for. Yeah, what is that for anyway? What is this? Factory Override Unit, Advanced Research Module. Once access has been granted to a central control unit, terminal, the override unit can divert the facility's resources toward, toward researching new product recipes. I have no idea what that is. That's the first time I've seen that. Okay. All right. We do have a dissonant ship in this star system. Let's hit the space station. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Screw the space station. Let's go straight to the planet. Let's go check out the planet. I think we still have time for this, so let's go to the planet. we might as well check out this Sentinel ship before we wrap up. Ghost Machine says, I'm growing a pineapple, got red jalapenos and tomatoes coming as well. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little difficult to have a garden in Japan because Japanese houses are so freaking small. Most Japanese houses don't have a backyard. My house doesn't have a backyard. So I would have to get like a planter or something like that and use it. Blighted planet fungal... Oh, crap. Blighted. No, but then again, there should be... Oh, what does this guy want? What do you want? Let's repair his ship. Get out of here. You got some nanites? Thank you. I can always use the money. I can always use the money. So Heather says, I have a ribeye waiting for me later today. Ribeye sounds good. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I don't, because for health reasons. And red meat's not bad for you as long as you eat it in moderation. But I try to stick with more pork or chicken or things like that. Fish, especially fish. All right, what do we got? It's a blighted planet, so it doesn't look too bad. So what do we have here? Noxious gas. Oh, another one of those planets. Every planet that I've been to has been poisonous. Every planet's been poisonous. Let's reload the restore point. So we can see what the multi-tool is. Real Putt says, hopefully those don't crossbreed. I plant ghost peppers and green peppers in the same way, or in the same row. And let me tell you what, I got really spicy green peppers. That's awesome. That is actually pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Heather says red meat is complete protein. Is a complete protein. It is. It is. Red meat has to be, for me, it has to be cooked thoroughly. I don't eat medium rare or medium rare. It always has to be well done, which is probably one of the reasons why I don't enjoy it very much. Because well done red meat is usually as tough as nails. Okay, all right. Well, let's take a quick gander at the Sentinel ship here. Just to scope it out. And we're getting close to the wrapping up point, so I think what we'll do is check out the Sentinel ship tomorrow, during tomorrow's live stream. Young Ruler says, Oddman, do they have milkshakes in Japan? Yes, sir. They have milkshakes here, yes. In fact, we were just talking about Mossburger early. You guys know how I love Mossburger. Yeah, they got milkshakes there too. Yes, they got some really good ones. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. And we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to work on the nanite problem tomorrow because we actually found a good ship. So Mr. Broat says, I love my schnitzel. Oh, bro, schnitzel. No, you didn't say schnitzel. Oh, my God. First time I ever had schnitzel, I said, yeah, I'm moving to Germany. So Young Ruler says, do you eat Kobe beef? I've tried it once. Kobe beef is expensive, though, man. It is really expensive. It's up there with Wagyu. But Kobe beef is really good. For anybody out there, if you haven't tried Wagyu yet, you got to try it at least once. You got to try it once. First time I had Wagyu, it was a little itty bitty piece. I'm talking like one mouthful. Little itty bitty piece of Wagyu. It was like butter. It melted in your mouth. It was like butter. I swear it was so good. It was like butter. Okay, so what do we got? All right, input override glyphs, memory registers. 14, 3, 9. $14, 3, 9. 14, 3, and 9. So Mary says at least once. I agree. Yeah, you got to try it once. It was, first time I had it, it was like butter. It was like butter. I was like, wow. Said, but that's all. I can't afford any more than this. We can't afford any more. So, but that was it. Okay, deactivate multi-tool seal. What's with all these toxic planets, man? But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. So Boris says, we wonder why other countries are skinnier than Americans. The feed was so good. The food was so good. Yeah. Yeah, we can't stop eating until we get sick. That's pretty accurate. Mr. Rote says, been there since 84. Nice. Yeah, I've always wanted to visit Germany, but my wife said, no, you're not going to Germany. I said, why? I said, we're going as a family. We're going on a visit. It's like, no, we're not. You're not going anywhere. Shut up. What? Fine. Apparently, she knows something about Germany that I don't. I don't know. Okay, what do we got for a multi-tool? It is... Ooh. Okay, it's a B class with 2 supercharge slots. This one, pulse spitter, bolt caster. This one might be... Ooh, this is not bad. This one might be a keeper. That one might be a keeper. Okay, let's go check out this ship. We will be back tomorrow to do some more No Man's Sky stuff. Tomorrow we'll work on the money. We'll work on the... tomorrow we'll work on the nanites, because we need nanites to actually do what we need to do. So we'll work on that tomorrow. We'll be back again streaming tomorrow, so we'll be back. Okay, please be a good-looking ship. Please be a good-looking ship. Morris says, I haven't had Wagyu before. It's too expensive, but for me, it's good from what I remember. Like I said, I had one little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny piece of Wagyu. It was butter. It was that good. So Johnny Wick says, yeah, Johnny on the spot. Young Ruler says, Oddman, do you have old Nintendo consoles? I have 3. I have 3. I have a Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube. No, I got 5. I have 5. Nintendo 64, GameCube, Nintendo Wii, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch. I refuse to buy a Switch 2. Would you get the... Oh my God, 2 hours away. 2 hours. Heather says it's all the crap they put in our foods. Heather, that is 100% true. All the preservatives. All the salt and preservatives, yeah, you're right. That's what makes it unhealthy. Yeah, no, you're right. You are correct. There are some American foods that are banned in other countries simply because of how they're processed in the States. You're absolutely correct. That's one of the reasons why Japan has such a what's the word I'm looking for here? Has one of the largest populations on the planet of people that are over 100 years old. Interesting. Okay, that ship is not worth it. We will land, though. We will land. Yeah, this ship is not worth it, but it is worth scrapping. It is. A scrap C-class. Yeah, this is trash. It's trash. Okay, so this is the ship for this planet, huh? Okay. So we will scrap this one during the next live stream. Okay, so folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call it here. This was a fun stream. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. We'll scrap this ship. And we'll clear that base and take that multi-tool. It's probably a really good one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here today. This was a fun live stream. We will be back tomorrow for some more No Man's Sky shenanigans. Tomorrow, we're going to work on the money. We'll work on making nanites to buy the best and getting the best upgrades we can. That'll be tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to subscribe to the other members of the Odd Fam, Guitar Guy 80, Cellcraft, Dan Red, Buckle Up, Let's Go, the Serious Joker, the Joker, Cody, the Security Bear, and everybody else out there that does content who I'm not mentioning. Make sure you subscribe to all the other members of the Odd Fam. Show some love to those guys as well. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. And that's pretty much it. This live stream is a wrap. I'm an Oddman 105, a.k.a. the Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where's my gestures? Gestures. There we go. There we go. I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone, please stay safe. And remember, don't just start the fire. Bring the smoke. And take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out. It helps out the channel a ton. And I will see you all tomorrow. So everybody take care. Have a good day. Have a good night. We'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. See you later.